Are we live? Is this thing on? Are we live? Is this thing on? You bet your booty. We're live and we're on and we're ready to get weird. All right. Jonesy, Juan Kenobi, aka Best Ball Jonesy. Is this thing on? You bet your tuchus it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. We are we've already queued up, but we're booted up and we're what did I do here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bear with me. Uh-oh. 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 Just some technical. This is me on no sleep brain. There we go. There it is. There's that. And then we got the good background now. And then we're gonna like that. Like nothing ever happened. Like we're good. Like we're good. We're totally good. How's everybody doing today? I'm on zero sleep. I missed you guys though. I hope everybody's awesome. Quasi, are we live? You bet your tuchus we're live. We're live and this thing's on like Donkey Kong. Live from Canada, the home of politicians and maple syrup. It's the one, the only disco. How is it? How is it? Appreciate you, Jonesy. Quasi, nope. Okay. Colby and the Cow Dog says all clear. Bad guys official. I'm on 4 hours sleep. I envy you. Quasi says why no sleep? Sometimes good, sometimes maybe shit, you know. Super Insomniac. We have the 102. Let's go. All right. Yeah, sometimes good, sometimes maybe shit. Sometimes maybe awesome, sometimes maybe not. Politeness, not politicians. Fuck that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So yours truly drafting at the 102. Carl Ramrod at the 103. My guy, Mr. Bad Guy's official, but he's a great guy. He's a great guy. Big Willie style at the 106, Quasi at the 108, aka the two-time Ashen One at the 109. We got our good friend Jonesy, Juan Kenobi, aka Best Ball Jonesy, aka Jonesin for a draft. And we got Knifey Spoony at the 112. Let's go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8 disco balls up in her, and we probably would have had more. Jonesy's laughing. Haha. I miss you, man. This is nice. This is nice. This is nice. Antonio says, what up, just damn it. Damn it. Antonio. Quasi says 30 days until football. I'm chomping at the bit, man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I am going to miss doing these best ball drafts, but I'm really excited to do some DFS stuff. The DFS research, it's like you kind of have to sit down and do like 3 or 4 days of like 12-hour extensive research. So I don't miss that aspect, but I do miss winning money. I do miss like winning like that. When the NFL season comes around, I'm like cha-ching because we work real hard, real damn hard. We win money. We win people money. Our props are about to go crazy. Like forget the season long stuff. I mean, like if you do want to keep doing some season long stuff, by all means, make sure you sign up using promo code Disco Drafts 1. You get up to $100 match with your initial deposit. Shameless plug, my bad. It's my show. I'm allowed to do a shameless plug. It's on my own commercial. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, the props, the game props. Ooh, boy, I am excited. I'm excited. Jeremy Thiel, let's freaking go. Yeah, buddy. Antonio says there's always tomorrow. I'll miss you today, though. Please stick around. Please stick around. All right. So we got some interesting news today. Jalen Waddle got hurt. So my double stack didn't age well at all. Didn't age well whatsoever. Doesn't seem like the injury's too severe. Looks like it's some sort of abdominal deal or he could have been winded. It's all speculation at this point. Nothing is like definitive. So we are waiting for a little bit more closure, and he still went relatively around ADP, so not falling. Jeremy, I love you. He says, "You mean there's Olave tomorrow?" Always. Quasi says nothing indicating it's serious yet. Bruised rib or something. Yeah, probably just got the wind knocked out of him, something like that. I'm not worried. I'm not scared. We ain't never scared. All right, part of me is like, do I want to go Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts? And then another part of me is like, no. Act like you got some sense and like you've been here before. So that's what I'm gonna do. So we go Chase. We're hoping to get Debo here, and we're hoping Debo doesn't get picked up. Wow, Jahmyr Gibbs really skyrocketed in ADP. That is great. That is phenomenal news. You know why it's phenomenal news? Because I'm a David Montgomery truther. Nothing against Jahmyr Gibbs, just not liking the third round ADP. All right. Debo, let's go. This is a good, strong start. We got Chase, Calvin Ridley, Debo Samuel. Did you fellas have a chance to watch our video today about how the first 6 rounds dictate the rest of your draft and how you should maximize the efficiency of your draft by utilizing our quick tips? Did you guys check it out? It's a good video. Check it out after we're done here. Basketball Jonesy says, you see Monty get the ball stolen from him today. Yeah, that was a G snatch. That's what we call a G snatch. Like, that's your lunch money. Give me that, fool. Quasi says, oh, the early Andrews Jackson stack. I just realized I have 3% Lamar Jackson in the $3 mini earlier today. That is a pretty early Andrews Jackson stack, but it is pretty lethal with Justin Jefferson. I think that is a unique start. Not as unique as ours. Ours is pretty phenomenal. And I also really like Kyle Ramrod's start. That guy's official seems to always be getting Travis Kelce. Or was that Dirty Mike and the boys? We don't have Dirty Mike and the boys with us here. Sad. It was hilarious. Yeah. Bad Guys Official says, I got the Mahomes Kelce stack, and you got it at a good value at ADP. You get to separate yourself from everybody else who has that stack early on because they were going Kelce in the first round, Mahomes in the second round. Now you got an Olave who is, surely a breakout candidate this year. Like, he had a phenomenal rookie, but I'm expecting him to go bonkers this year. So I really like the stack. I like your start. It's really good. So if you were to watch our video, this means that you could potentially go 0 RB, but we know that now you no longer need a quarterback until the very end of the draft, and you no longer need a tight end until the very end of the draft. So you get to stack up at really good value at the wide receiver position and running back position. It's great. See, it's all coming together, guys. We say it, it happens. We say it, it's good. So right now, Jonesy Kenobi is looking like his first 4 rounds are looking like he's going with a 2 running back start. He's got Najee and Saquon. He also has 2 wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper. So this is called a robust running back start for all you new people. So typically, if you go with these kind of guys in the first 4 rounds, it means you're pushing quarterback value and tight end value later on. So you're probably going to have 3 and 3 of each. But Jonesy is a very unique guy. So he's going to pull something out of his hat. And Knifey looks like he's going with close to a hyper fragile build with 1 wide receiver, 3 running backs. So I don't know what he's doing, but I like the running backs he has right now. He's got St. Brown, Nick Chubb, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Breece Hall. And Breece Hall in the 4th round is a beautiful value. And the fact that he's got the St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs stack means that I should worry about him snatching my man David Montgomery from me later on. So we'll see. We'll see. And we're up next, so we'll make our pick then, and then Quasi says I have 19% Lamar Jackson. Why are you so bullish on Lamar Jackson? I know he's got the intangibles to break fantasy football. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not stupid. But I also want to know, like, what about Lamar Jackson this year is going to be different than years in the past? And if you tell me, oh, they added Odell Beckham Jr. and Zay Flowers, I'll say that's a good point. Noted. If you tell me, oh, they added, this is a weird start for us. This is different. They added, a new offensive coordinator. I'll say, okay, I get it. But what is his durability like? Because when he's on, he's one of the best players in football. Don't get me wrong. But his durability has fallen into question 3 of the last 4 years. Quasi says, woot, woot, got Diggs, Allen stack. Nice. And you got it at a tremendous value. You got Diggs, Garrett Wilson, Josh Allen, Christian Watson. That's sick. Best Ball Jonesy says, I have 4% Lamar in the mini. I'm going 0 QB and 0 tight end. Got to be unique. Fair. LOL. Quasi's not a big fan of 4 RB start, but I'll forgive it if he takes no more. Who is this guy taking up all the running back value? Don't be an idiot like that and ruin this draft for everybody else. Chasing the ceilings. Okay, Quasi says he's chasing the ceilings. 40-plus ceiling. I don't disagree. He just took another fucking running back. This guy's ruining the draft for everybody here. Bad Guys Official says Quasi has a 6 start. Yep. Stephon Diggs, Garrett Wilson, Josh Allen, Christian Watson, Brandon Ayuk. That's a nasty start. We kind of went like off the rails. We went Jamar Chase, Calvin Ridley, Deebo Samuel, and then we went Joe Burrow and Justin Fields in back-to-back picks. So we went with a double elite QB start in our first 6 rounds just so we can be unique in the overall field. To say that that's the first time I've seen it is a lie. I've seen it happen before, and I believe it was Willie who did it. Willie, you were the one who did it, right? Yeah. So let's catch up on all of our disco balls and see who did what and who drafted what. And then we'll tell you guys what we're doing and where we're doing it and how you could do it too. So Carl Ramrod, CMC, T. Higgins, Keenan Allen, Terry McLaurin, Justin Herbert. It's a nice start. Bad Guys goes Travis Kelce, Chris Olave, Pat Mahomes. So he's got the stack. Drake London, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. Big Willie style goes Cooper Kupp, Tony Pollard, Jonathan Taylor. I like that start. DeAndre Hopkins and Aaron Jones. Willie's always very strong with his running back start. Quasi goes with a hero QB build and an elite QB build. 0 RB, but also 0 tight end. So he needs to get tight end value later on. We might see him get 3 tight ends, but looks like George Kittle's falling relatively far, which is crazy to see. He goes Stephon Diggs, Garrett Wilson, Josh Allen, Christian Watson, Brandon Ayuk, Mike Evans. Ashen 1 goes A.J. Brown, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, Jerry Jeudy, Kenneth Walker, Miles Sanders. Interesting. I like it. Jonesy goes CeeDee Lamb, Saquon Barkley, Amari Cooper, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, Tyler Lockett. We're on the board. We'll take George Kittle here. I don't have a lot of exposure to George Kittle. I'll take him here. This is a very weird start for us. And I'm going to do something even weirder with this next pick if it falls the way I want it to fall. All right. Let's get weird. All right. So we went bully tight end, and we went with 2 elite quarterbacks, and we still have 3 elite wide receivers. This is a very unique start for us. It's very different. I would not recommend it. Do not try this at home. Leave it to the pros. Wow, number 10 thinks it's a standard league. Even a standard league, you got to do something. Oh, Michael Pittman, great first wide receiver, dickhead. Wonder if he takes another RB. I hope not. Oh my God, he took a wide receiver, says Best Ball Jonesy. Antonio's laughing. Quasi says Zihua Tuanijo maxed the $20 very early, so he had very similar builds there too. What an asshole. Quasi says he's prone to rigged structures. Interesting. You know what else is interesting? Kiwi et fraise, strawberry kiwi vitamin water. I need a sponsorship. Sponsor the kid. I'm like borderline delirious from how sleep deprived I am, but I'm here, giving all I got. Do I know what I'm doing or what I'm selling? Absolutely not, but I'm here. All right, Knifey goes St. Brown, Chubb, Gibbs, Breece Hall, Chris Godwin, Hollywood Brown. Interesting start too. Oh, he went with Dallas Goedert. Okay, so he's not okay. So we'll tell you guys what we're doing and where we're doing it at. We are currently drafting in a Drafters $3 mini. It's a $3 buy-in. This is not a mock draft. All these lineups, all of these drafts that all of us are doing can win and will win real money because we are Disco Ball Nation and we are going to be cashing checks at the end of this year. Can I get an amen and a holler? Holler! All right. So it's a $3 buy-in. First place wins $30,000. There's $200,000 of total prizes in this challenge as well. We are trying, and by we, I mean me, to max out this Drafters $3 mini, which means that we want to get 150 lineups submitted in here. And we're trying to do this so we can also get in maybe another 15 to 20 Drafters 2 million in, like a late season push, since we're going to get some more information as camp progresses, injury news, all that good stuff. So the Drafters 2 million, it's what we've been doing the giveaway for. First place wins $300,000, and there's $2 million in total prizes in that tournament. So $20 buy-in, it's kind of a big deal, and there's a huge overlay. This is best ball format, and it's the most convenient way for you to draft. You have 20 rounds to fill your roster for depth. Each week, a starting lineup is composed of the following positions: 1 quarterback, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 flex. At the end of the week, the best overall performances on your weekly roster will be submitted into your weekly matchup. So no more leaving points on the bench, no more waiver wires, no more trades, none of that garbage. It's so convenient. You literally just draft it and forget it unless you're winning a really stupid amount of money. So if you sign up today using promo code DiscoDrafts1, you get up to $100 matched with your initial deposit. DiscoDrafts1. All right, I need a running back. So we're going to go Antonio Gibson as our first running back in round 8. This is a very interesting start. I've never done anything this stupid, and I hope I never do anything this stupid ever again. But so far, it's unique. Unique New York. It has potential. It has potential. All right. I guess we'll start this off with a double stack at the running back position. We're going to make sure that our first running back is 2 guys, because no matter what happens, we know that we are going to put up points. So whether it be Gibson who balls out or Brian Robinson who balls out, we ball out. So we're definitely going with like a 2 quarterback, 2 tight end build. We're probably going to go 9 wide receivers, 7 running backs. Should be fun. I hope my math adds up. Jeremy Thiel says, holler for our disco ballers. My man, I appreciate you. So yeah, man, Disco Drafts 1. You could also do what's called a pick'em ticket, like this one, where you could $100 extra for hitting 8 props. You can also $10 extra for hitting 4 props and anything in between. I believe if you do 2, it's 3x. If you do 3, it's 6x, so on and so forth. It's a pretty sweet deal. We put out a video the other day, or was it last week? I don't know. I don't even know what fucking day it is. But we put out a video. We explained our rationale for why we like this pick'em ticket here. Desmond Ridder over 2,650.5 passing yards. Justin Fields over 2,950.5 passing yards. Austin Eckler and Christian McCaffrey both over 4.5 receiving touchdowns. Najee over 2.5 receiving touchdowns. AJ Dillon over 700.5 receiving, not receiving, but AJ Dillon over 700.5 rushing yards. Samaje Perine over 600.5 rushing yards, and David Montgomery over 7 rushing touchdowns. And I know everybody's going to say, listen, Disco, you got to take the unders. It makes sense. Strategically, it makes sense. But every year, there are outliers that hit, and we like these outliers because we've done the research. Sure, shit can happen, but the research makes sense, and we like it. We like it a lot. Antonio says, I put 10 on the pick'em you made. So that means if it hits, you win $1,000. I wish that. I wish that for you. Who else tailed that bet? I'm shocked I haven't seen Ashen One in the chat. I hope he's okay. Oh. I hope he's okay. I mean, I want Perine to fall to me, but I doubt he will because there's a couple of sharks ahead of me. But if he does, I'm taking Perine, even though I have a lot of exposure to him. And yeah, this is a very unique start. We went Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, Justin Fields, George Kittle, Kyle Pitts, Antonio Gibson, Brian Robinson. It's weird. It's so weird, but I like how weird it is. Yeah, Willie goes to Samaje Perine. Go figure. It is what it is. There's still a couple names on here that we like. Hopefully they fall to us. If not, we'll pivot. Ashton One says, playing with my daughter and watching you on the TV. My man, I appreciate you. You're also drafting a mean lineup. I just missed you, man. I missed you. We didn't get to have our pregame chat today. Kind of sad. I miss your voice. I hope you're having an awesome day, brother. And yeah, the playing with your daughter is way more important. Way, way, way more important. Okay. This is an interesting start. Damien Harris. I do like Damien Harris's value this year. And like I'm a James Cook truther, but I like the James Cook like hype because it's pushing Damien Harris further down the draft boards towards me, and I'm very appreciative of this. Jamal Williams is gone. Colby, are you crying, boys? All right, we took Tyler Boyd. What's the problem, Colby? You want to come see hi, Papa? Come here. Oh, your baby. Okay, you can join me during the stream. No problem. Oh, good boy. Just watch your paws. I don't want to roll over it. That's my dog, Kobe. He's a black lab. He's a good boy. And no, we didn't name him Kobe because Kobe died. We named him Kobe before Kobe got into that horrible helicopter accident. So yeah, we're big Kobe guys. Yeah, he's a black lab, aka Black Mamba Kobe. It's my dog. It's a good boy. My wife loves when I tell that story. And there's Rocky. Want to know how much I love my dog? I even have him on my coasters. It's my big dope, Kobe. It's a good boy. You guys like dogs? You guys have dogs? In other news, Kareem Hunt has not signed anywhere. He was a sure thing to sign yesterday in New Orleans, and he was a sure thing to sign today in Indianapolis, and he didn't either. Which makes me think the next best option, the next best team to get Kareem Hunt is probably Dallas. And they were also my first choice. Antonio says, I love dogs, but sadly don't have one. I have a cat. I have a cat too. Yeah. She was I'm not a cat person. But like Yeah. My wife's friend adopted this cat, and her other cat was like violating this little baby girl, and she was like 5 weeks old, like way too early. And yeah, my wife's like she's got the biggest heart on this planet. I'm telling you, the biggest heart on this planet. So Rumi is such a sweet little cat. She's still like yay size. She's so tiny. We've had her for 3 years now. My wife's like, yeah, we'll take her home. We'll bring her home. Yeah. So we got 3 dogs and a cat. It's a full house. And I have allergies. Ashton one says we have a husky and we just got a Bernese Mountain. Oh, we love Bernese Mountain Dogs. So I have a black lab, Kobe Bryant, 2 cattle dogs, Australian cattle dogs, also known as blue heelers, Rocky Balboa and Apollo Creed. And Tony says we found our cat in the backyard and took it in. How was it? Was a kitten? I almost called it a puppy. Was it a kitten when you took it in? Had broken ribs. Oh no, poor little baby. Yeah, I'm not a cat person, but like I love my cat. My cat's a cool cat. It's a cool kitten. All right. I don't know if you guys noticed, we're kind of low key getting some value with the San Francisco 49ers here. And I like the way it's going. So far, so good. Who's the third wide? Is Jawan Jennings still in San Francisco? He should be, right? Yep. I'm not drafting him right now. That's for damn sure. I'll take Van Jefferson here. I've been getting a lot of Van Jefferson lately at this value. His ceiling's up there. Antonio says a kitten was like starved, skin and bones. Kind of sad. That is so sad, but also speaks to how phenomenal of a human being you are. You're a great person for taking that kitten in. I'm assuming you took it to the vet. You paid the vet bills. You got the shots. You made sure that the kitten was good, and you've been a wonderful pet owner since. So shout out to you. Shout out to your boo-boo for doing the right thing. Man, I'm telling you, if I had like a farm, I would rescue like 12 more animals. For real. There's never a dull moment with those babies. Best Ball Jonesy says you can have them. Are you talking about all the pets or the San Francisco 49ers? Let me know which one you're talking about. Be specific. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Laporta supporter alert. Knifey's probably pissed. But Knifey also didn't get Jared Goff. This Z1 guy, he's fucking shit up. He's ruining this draft for a lot of people. Like a lot of people. And it's weird. It's weird. I hate it, but I also think it's a decent team. It's very unique. Quasi's a Sam Laporta supporter. Best Ball Jonesy says Niners. Fair enough. I figured you were like a pet guy. Jonesy's laughing. Antonio says Laporta supporter. Best Ball Jonesy says my draft is just fine. Okay. Let's see. CeeDee Lamb, Saquon Barkley, Amari Cooper, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, Tyler Lockett. You got the stack with Deshaun Watson and Amari Cooper. You also got Elijah Moore in that stack, so that's phenomenal. Nice little double stack with Cooper and Moore. Kadarius Toney in round 9. Interesting. Pat Freiermuth to go with Najee. And then, Jalen Warren to also go with that double stack. Tyler Algier, Chigozimo Okonkwo, Kenny Pickett. Yes, he can. So you got a double stack with Jalen Warren, Najee Harris. You also got Pat Freiermuth and now Kenny Pickett. You know what I would do here, Jonesy? And like, I'm not telling you to do it, but I would look into potentially double stacking Pat Freiermuth and Darnell Washington to get a unique last round pick here. That's what I would do. I would avoid Robinson. Allen Robinson, like everybody and their mom is going to take him in the last 2 rounds. I would avoid him. Just try to get unique. like I really like Darnell Washington. I liked his draft profile. I thought it was weird that he went to Pittsburgh, but the more I think about it, the more it makes sense, especially when they go with their 12-man game. I think it would be good and should be good. Kendre Miller falling to me in round 14. This draft is going really, really good. It's going real good. Now, I kind of wish I didn't take a Justin Fields earlier because Brock Purdy's sitting there looking at me, but I'm so hesitant at this point to take any San Francisco 49ers quarterbacks because all three of them could start. Sure, like I get the fact that like Brock Purdy has been anointed the starter, but I just don't love it. I just don't love it. And like it would make sense for stack purposes, but I'm sticking to a 2 QB build because we reached on QB very early and we're desperate for one position. Roshan, this draft is exceptional. We've pivoted at the running back position and we've gotten some tremendous value. We went Antonio Gibson, Brian Robinson, so we got a nice double stack there. Damian Harris, Elijah Mitchell, Kendre Miller, Roshan Johnson. So we got some real good handcuff values here to stagger with these guys. So if we can get one more good player, I'm just going to queue him up. Oh, he's gone already. Man, Jeff Wilson keeps. Oh, I passed on Jeff Wilson so I could get Roshan. That's a stupid decision. I can't get enough of Jeff Wilson. I love me some Jeff Wilson. Jonesy says, not a horrible idea. I'm just saying it's cool correlation. It would be cool to try. Quasi said, Green Bay, Buffalo, double stack confirmed. Now I can finally relax. Uh-oh. Diggs, Garrett Wilson, Josh Allen. There's one stack. Christian Watson, Brandon Ayuk, Mike Evans. That's where David Montgomery went. J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins in the 8th is insane. Romeo Doubs. Dalton Kincaid. Tank Bigsby, Rashee Rice, Sam Laporta, Jordan Love. Nice. So Dobbs, Watson, Jordan Love, Dalton Kincaid, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. You could also still get, what's that dude's name? Trent Sherfield in the later rounds. And Dawson Knox is still available, so you can get a cool double stack at the tight end position. But I also believe that you're not a big double tight end truther or double stack truther. Best Ball Jonesy says somehow Darnold is going to be the QB to start the most this year. I have so much exposure to Trey Lance early on in these drafts, and it's like I was so convinced that he was the guy. But there's still a lot to be decided. Jeremy Thiel says Purdy is beautiful to me. Quasi says or Hardy. Yeah, Hardy's also a good option, but like Sherfield has that potential, especially in that offense. With like all Sherfield was missing was having a big cannon of the arm throwing him the ball deep in San Francisco. Now that he has, or was it San Francisco? No, he was in Miami. My bad. So yeah, like that's all he was missing, a cannon of an arm to let him outrun the coverage. Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, they're going to require a lot of attention. Then you got the two-headed monster of Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid that are going to require a lot of attention in the middle. And James Cook is going to own like the flats and all those. That offense is going to. Buffalo Bills are winning the Super Bowl this year. I already put my money on it. Mind you, that's when I thought that. We'll take Darius Slayton here. That's when I thought DeAndre Hopkins was going to go there. Basketball Jonesy says, I'm 7% overall on Lance. I think I took him a lot in pre-draft tourney. Yeah, I have not drafted Lance in I want to say a month and a half, and I'm still at about 14, 15% on 130 of these drafts. It was practically free. And now I know why. Sometimes free shit sucks. Don't do it. It's a trap. Tyquan Thornton. This is a decent draft, man. Honestly, I didn't think we could pull this off, but we pulled it off. And it just goes to show that, like, I'm the best there was, the best there is, and the best there ever will be. Who said that? Who's the person who said that? Yeah, this is awesome. I really like our draft. In terms of like correlation purposes, this is exactly what we were going for. Just getting a very unique lineup that's also very strong, and it doesn't feel stupid. I like it a lot. If you guys don't know, now you're about to know. This is not a mock draft. This is a real money draft. It's a best ball tournament. It's a $3 buy-in where first place wins $30,000. There's $200,000 in total prizes to be redistributed. You're not drafting against just these 11 people in this lobby. You are drafting against 76,140 people in the $3 mini. So that's why you got to try to get unique. So that's why my team looks weird. And like, you probably wouldn't do it in a redraft format. There's no way I would do this. But to get unique correlation, you have to get weird. And there's nobody better at getting weird than your boy Disco. There's also the Drafters 2 million, which I really can't wait to get weird in, where first place wins $300,000. There's $2 million in total winnings to go everywhere else. And there's a huge overlay at this point. It is best ball format, which is the most convenient way for you to draft. You literally just draft it and forget it, unless you're winning a really, really, really stupid amount of money. 0 time commitment. If you do sign up today using promo code DiscoDrafts1, we will match your initial deposit 100%, dollar for dollar, up to $100. All right. Who said that? Disco just said that. Disco said what? Uh-oh. The cats and the dogs are fighting. Baby. Mr. Perfect. No. It wasn't. It wasn't. Bret the Hitman Hart. Exactly. Bad Guys official. Bret Hart. Come on, baby. Fall to me. Who are we talking about? Who was it that you wanted? Damn it, Quasi. Who did Quasi steal from you? CH. Oh, yeah. There's nobody higher on CH than Knifey Spoony. Oh, God. Bad Guys Official says, you want to hear something funny? I had hella Tim Patrick until he went down. Still at 23%. He was basically free. I wouldn't say free. He was free like in April and May. In June, his price got hefty. I want to say like 8-9% of Tim Patrick. I have so much Marvin Mims, like too much Marvin Mims. And it feels good to have that much Marvin Mims, but I have an obscene amount of exposure to Marvin Mims. Best Ball Jonesy's at 14% on CH. I don't think I'm cracking 1% or 2% there. I'm not. There's no way. I'm trying to think. There's a player I wanted to draft late. I was thinking about it earlier that it would be a good player to draft late. I just can't remember for the life of me who the frick this player is. Oh, this is frustrating. All right. We'll take Matt Collins here. Ah, now I remember. Now I remember. Kine Nwangu, who, in my humble opinion, everybody forgot about, but he's a better prospect than Ty Chandler and McBride. And I think he might be the better handcuff there. And when Kine Nwangu becomes that handcuff, you guys are going to be like, dang, I wish I would have listened to Disco because he also called that dude Demario Douglas. Speaking of Demario Douglas, I'm expecting either Jeremy or Knifey to snipe me there. But I gotta queue up my guy anyways. Quasi says I only have 4% CH, so made sense for the portfolio. Fair. Plus, I have Rice for the mini stack. Fair. Keeney and Ty are neck and neck. Exactly. And like, I still like Dwayne McBride because he is a little bit different in terms of like overall running back. But I think Keeney, like, once he finally gets his chance and gets going, he is going to be insane. He's going to be insane. And like, I don't think Madison alone is going to be able to carry that backfield. I don't think Madison has what it takes to be like that bell cow back. So he's going to need help, and they're going to need to try different things and different guys. So for spike week potential and also handcuff potential, I think Keeney is a good player. Quasi says getting shares of both is not a bad idea. I've got shares of McBride. I've got shares of Ty Chandler. This week, the rest of the week is Keeney time. Keeney. Rocky, can you knock that off, buddy? That's not nice. Don't do that on stream. Don't do that. I let the dogs into the stream room, into the work office, and this is the thanks I get. Rocky's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Yeah, this draft is going well. I'm excited to see how everybody did. I don't think my draft is gradable. I don't think it's gradable. But if I were to give it a grade, A fucking plus. A fucking plus, man. All right. Knifey got Jimmy G in the 20th round, which is insane. Desmond Ridder's still available in the 20th round, which is insane. Yeah. Crazy. And every time I see these names in the last round, I'm mad at myself. There you go, Jonesy. I see you, baby boy. I like the Darnell Washington exposure. Bad Guys Official says number 10 jammed up a lot of us. At the end of the day, I think we've realized that like there's always going to be a weird scenario that goes and challenges us, and we pride ourselves in this community. Fuck you, Quasi, for taking Demario Douglas. Fuck you. We pride ourselves on pivoting when our guy gets sniped. Fuck you, Quasi. That's my guy, Quasi. Let me have him. Damn it. I remember the days he was free. I remember the days where like he wasn't even on a list. My fault. You propped him? Yeah, you're right. Jawan Jennings. This is a weird draft for me. It's a weird draft. All right, let's look at what Knifey did. Daniel Jones, shocker. New York Giants fan goes with Daniel Jones. He's the truth, right? Aaron Rodgers, Jimmy Garoppolo, Nick Chubb, Jameer, I go again on my own. Breece Hall, Devon Achane. You are so high on this Achane guy. I hate it. Gus Edwards, like the pick. Chase Brown. Amon-Ra, great pick. Chris Godwin. Marquise Hollywood Brown. Brandon Cooks. Love Brandon Cooks at his value right now. Quinn Johnson, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Jonathan Mingo. I had so much Jonathan Mingo when these drafts first opened. Corey Davis, Tyler Higbee, Tyler Conklin, Hunter Henry. Quasi says, plus he's getting more buzz. Talking about Demario Douglas. Man, I wish I had a bigger platform because he would have been getting his flowers way, way longer, or like much sooner than now. Like he would have been getting his flowers back in May when we were giving him his fucking flowers because he's a beast. We love Demario Douglas. Knifey, B. Yes, B. Jonesy Wan Kenobi goes Deshaun Watson, Kenny Pickett. Yes, he can. Saquon Barkley, Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, Tyler Algier, Jerome Ford, Dwayne McBride, Evan Hull. I like it. CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson, Tyler Lockett, Elijah Moore, Kadarius Toney, John Mechie, Quez Watkins. And then here's where Jonesy really like did something sick that like I wanted to do, but I thought about when I saw his team: Pat Fryermuth, Chig, and Darnell Washington. I think this is very unique to your roster construction, especially if you add the Deontay Johnson aspect, especially if you add the Kenny Pickett, Najee Harris, Jalen Warren double stack. It's a very unique lineup. That's an A. That's an A. I like your draft a lot, buddy. That's an A. And like, I'm not even talking about like the double stack he had with Amari Cooper and Elijah Moore, also stacking them up with, Deshaun Watson and getting Jerome Ford in there. Like a nasty draft, Jonesy. The correlation there is like exceptional. That's why we call you Best Ball Jonesy. You are Best Ball. All right, my man, Bad Guys Official says he's happy with his draft. Let's check it out. Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, sick quarterback room. Dameon Pierce, and everybody's giving Dak Prescott slack for throwing picks to a top 3 defense. Like, that's one of the best defenses in the NFL. Say what you want about the Dallas Cowboys. That defense is fucking spectacular, and they only got better in the back end by adding Stephon Gilmore. So, like, Dak's going to throw picks, but he's also going to be better for it because he's going against the best competition day in and day out. Dak's not the only one who's going to be throwing picks to the Dallas Cowboys defense this year. So he's going to be all right. Randy Miller, how do I get into one of these? Do you have a Drafters account, Randy? If not, we'll get you set up right now, man. Right now. Basketball Jonesy says if Steelers hit this year, that lineup will go crazy with how discounted all the Steelers are. Well, they were definitely discounted to you there too. So Bad Guys Official, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott. You got to put some respect on Dak Prescott's name. Yes, he's throwing picks at his practices, but that's one of the best defenses, period. Dameon Pierce, Javonte Williams, A.J. Dillon. I like that a lot. I just worry about Javonte Williams' knee, but A.J. Dillon and Dameon Pierce should carry. Tyjae Spears, Ezekiel Elliott, Kareem Hunt, Deuce Vaughn. I like it. Randy Miller says, is it for money or just mock? So every draft we do here, brother, they're real money drafts. So this one is called the Drafters $3 mini, where it's a $3 buy-in. First place wins $30,000, and there is $200,000 in total prizes. There's 74,160 contestants. You sign up on Drafters Fantasy Sports using promo code DiscoDrafts1. You make your initial deposit. It could be the minimum deposit of $25 or something up to $100, and anywhere in between. And whatever you deposit, if you use promo code DiscoDrafts1, we will match your initial deposit dollar for dollar. So say you put $25, well, that's 16 $3 mini tournaments that you can do here with us. And we got 30 days left till kickoff. So that's a lot of time. And this is the best way to practice. And like, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. This is the best way to practice for your redraft leagues. I don't care what anybody says. This is way better than a mock because you have 12 guys that you're drafting against. Everybody paid real money. And everybody's paying attention and getting the best possible value at ADP for 20 straight rounds. So the moment you get into a redraft league, you're going to be like, yeah, this is lightweight for me. Bad Guys Official says, anyone knows football training camps know that there are drills set up to give receivers a chance to make a play. Randy Miller says, is it like Underdog? Yes, exactly. It's a best ball tournament just like Underdog. I just cannot use Underdog because Underdog left Ontario, whereas the folks in Drafters are fucking loyal and they stayed in Ontario, Canada, and for that, I appreciate them. And it's available pretty much everywhere else except for Hawaii, Nevada, and Montana. In real life, Dak should check down or run. Yeah. Whose team was I looking at? Bad Guys Official. Back to it. Wide receiver, Chris Olave, Drake London, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. Odell Beckham Jr., Michael Gallup, Marvin Mims. I like the Marvin Mims pick. You got him at a great value too. Rashid Shaheed, Joshua Palmer, Trent Sherfield, Travis Kelce, David Njoku. I wish I saw a little bit more correlation with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce along the lines of getting access to, maybe one or two running backs or wide receivers on the Chiefs. For correlation purposes, it's not bad. It is a very unique lineup. Just looking at it like on the the broad spectrum there. You have a very unique mix of guys. I'd give it a solid B, buddy. It's a good draft. Randy Miller says, "Do you pay attention to bye weeks when drafting and redraft?" I wouldn't necessarily say so. No, I just try to get the best team available, the best lineup available by creating a unique roster construction based off of my first 6 rounds. I will allow my first 6 rounds to dictate what my roster construction would look like moving forward. So best available. And then if the bye weeks conflict, the bye weeks conflict. If it's redraft format, I'm not drafting multiple tight ends. I'm not drafting multiple quarterbacks. I'm getting one tight end, one quarterback because it's not best ball, right? So I do want to go with, a high upside tight end. And people think like when I say high upside tight end that it ends at Darren Waller, but I think Pat Freiermuth is exceptional at his value. I think Gerald Everett's exceptional at his value. I also think Greg Dulcich is exceptional at his value. So I still go with one. Bad Guys Official says, "Mad props to drafters for staying in Canada." I'm telling you, that should be their slogan. Hi, we are drafters, fantasy sports, and we're fucking loyal. All right, let's look at Ashton 1. He goes, Russell Wilson, Anthony Richardson, Josh Jacobs, Kenneth Walker, Miles Sanders, Jerick McKinnon, Raheem Mostert, Zamir White, wide receiver A.J. Brown, Devontae Adams, Jerry Jeudy, Jahan Dotson, Cortland Sutton. Nice little double stack there. I like it. Jacoby Myers, Adam Thielen, Khalil Shakir, Josh Downs. Nice little late stack there. Josh Downs falling in that late round is crazy. I think out of all the wide receivers there, he's the only one I want in Indianapolis. Honestly, over Michael Pittman. I hate Michael Pittman. Mike Gesicki, Trey McBride, Michael Mayer. You did push the tight end value relatively late. It's a very interesting lineup. I'd say you're at like a B minus. Big Willie style goes Derek Carr, Ryan Tannehill, CJ Stroud. Interesting. Tony Pollard, Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones. There's nobody who drafts running backs like this man, I'm telling you. Alvin Kamara, Samaje Perine, Cordero Patterson. I like it. Cooper Kupp, DeAndre Hopkins, George Pickens, Jordan Addison, Michael Thomas, Jaden Reed, Curtis Samuel, Justin Ross, Allen Robinson, Dalton Schultz, Gerald Everett. I'm trying to see if there's any correlation. Carr, Kamara, Tannehill, Hopkins, Stroud was kind of like a dart throw. Oh, Stroud and Schultz. Okay. That's a B, buddy. That's a B. Quasi, a.k.a. the two-time, a.k.a. there ain't nothing cheesy about this guy. We used to call him Queso Dip, but guess what? He ain't cheesy. He ain't cheesy. He goes Josh Allen, Jordan Love, David Montgomery. I love David Montgomery at that value. J.K. Dobbins, Tank Bigsby, Leonard Fournette, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Deion Jackson, Joshua Kelly. So no correlation with his quarterbacks and running backs. But when you go to the wide receiver position, Stephon Diggs stacks up with Josh Allen. Garrett Wilson, Christian Watson stacks up with Jordan Love. Brandon Ayuk, Mike Evans, Romeo Doubs finishes off that little double stack up there in Green Bay. Rashee Rice, which is a tremendous value. I wish I could draft him more, but I can't. Jalen Hyatt, and my favorite fucking player this year in the NFL, Demario Douglas. And then he also gets a double stack with Dalton Kincaid, Stephon Diggs to pair with Josh Allen, and he gets Sam Laporta because you know what? He's a Laporta supporter. You know I can't grade you, bro. You're the two-time champ. Like Carl Ramrod, Justin Herbert, Brock Purdy, Mac Jones, Christian McCaffrey, DeAndre Swift, James Conner, Rashad Penny, Zach Charbonnet. 3-5-9-3. This is cool. This is cool. I haven't seen this approach. I probably have, but I haven't seen it from you. T. Higgins, Keenan Allen, Terry McLaurin, Alan Lazard, Zay Jones, KJ Osborne, Richie James, Devontae Parker, Puka Nacua, Cole Kmet, Hayden Hurst, Jawan Johnson. B. I see the correlation. You got Herbert and you got Allen. And you definitely don't have any of the San Francisco guys because I took them all. Interesting. Quasi says 2 rookie tight ends. You created a monster in me, but like it logically. Don't think about history saying that rookie tight ends suck, because history is always, changed and left in the past. This is the best rookie tight end class. There's 4 or 5 of them that are all elite, that can all ball out. And you got 2 of the best ones. Hands down, the 2 best rookie tight ends you have on your roster. So don't worry about like the rookie tight ends, oh, don't do it. Don't do it. At the end of the day, you're going to be laughing, especially with that lineup. All right, let's look at our draft. We went super weird here. Super weird. We got weird, but we like to get weird. We went with 2 elite quarterbacks in our first 6 rounds. Joe Burrow, Justin Fields. We went very late, 0 RB. We didn't take a running back until pick 95. So we started off with a double stack of Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson, which is a double stack we haven't gotten yet. We got Damian Harris, who should be a red zone monster this year at ADP, at 109th ADP. Elijah Mitchell, Kendre Miller, Roschon Johnson, and Kene Nwangwu. Now, I know Quasi knows this name, but pay attention to this name. Forget Ty Chandler. Forget Dwayne McBride. This is the guy you want. Remember when I was talking about Demario Douglas? That's the guy you want. And everybody's like, what the hell? What the hell? And now everybody wants Demario Douglas. Everybody's talking about Demario Douglas. Kene Nwangwu. Jamar Chase, Calvin Ridley, Deebo Samuel. That is a sick 3 wide receiver group. Those are the 3 wide receivers I am the most bullish on this year. Tyler Boyd, Van Jefferson, Darius Slayton, Tyquan Thornton, Mac Hollins, Jawan Jennings. And at tight end, we also went with a bully tight end approach with George Kittle and Kyle Pitts. I genuinely love this draft. I leave my best stuff for these live streams. Anyways, y'all, I appreciate you guys. God bless you. Same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. And then on Friday, Friendship Friday, we are going to be doing the Drafters 2 million because NFL season is kicking off soon and we got to take advantage of this beautiful overlay. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I appreciate you guys drafting with me. I appreciate you guys, chit-chatting it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night because I'm going to sleep for like 2 years. Peace and love. Bye.